People ask if Medicare covers chiropractic care. The simple answer is it depends. Now, I think chiropractic care is awesome. I remember the first time I went to a chiropractor, I was 17 years old. My back was just killing me, and I told my dad, and my dad said, well, you need to go to a chiropractor. I'm like, well, what's a chiropractor? And he said, well, just go to this guy. He's down on Vinton Street in South Omaha, and it's $10. I'm like, oh, okay. What do I do? Just go down there. So I'm like, okay. And so I hopped in the car, drove down there. My back was killing me. I could barely kind of stand up. And I went into the place. It was just right along Vinton Street, just a storefront there. Nothing, I could barely even tell it was a doctor's office of any sorts, hardly any signage or identification. Went in there, there was a bunch of old people there. So I was 17, and of course everyone seems older at that age. And so all these people were in there. I walked in, no one responded or did anything. So I'm in there sitting there waiting. I'm in line. Everyone just kind of goes into the room and comes out. I'm hearing all this noise coming from the back room and things slamming and some hushed conversation. Sometimes you hear kind of an ouch or whatever. I'm like, what is going on? And then eventually I get to go in. So I go in there, and he has me lay down on this strange looking table. I told him, what was wrong. And all of a sudden he comes up to me real quick, grabs me, starts banging on my back, all kinds of noise from the table that I'm on. And I'm like, what? And then eventually I get up. He said $10, and I gave him $10. And I walked out, and I felt great. I never had experienced anything like that before. And from that point on, I was a believer. So I was going to chiropractors after that. My back really works fine now. I ended up having surgery on it, and I really don't need to go to chiropractors anymore. But people ask about that because it's definitely part of their health treatment. And in terms of Medicare, original Medicare, Medicare Part A, Part B does cover it. The Part B does for doctor and outpatient. And Medicare will cover 80%. You're on the hook for 20%. But the thing with chiropractic care, it's only for spinal manipulation. Subluxation is what it's called. And that's the only thing, let me emphasize, the only thing Medicare officially, if you will, pays for. They won't pay for x-rays. They won't pay for acupuncture, medications, anything else that a chiropractor might order. Now, a regular doctor, MD, that is, orders the same thing, Medicare will pay. But in the case of a chiropractor, and this is a huge controversy, of course, it won't pay, just for the manipulation of the spine. And it can be a bit of a difficulty because some chiropractors will have you come in on a regular basis for quote-unquote maintenance. Now, Medicare doesn't recognize maintenance chiropractic services, but so there really is sort of a limit to the number of manipulations of the course of the year. But some chiropractors are better at, I think, billing than others in terms of getting that approved. Now, when you talk about Medicare Advantage plans cannot have anything less than what original Medicare offers, but they can offer more. And so on some of the plans here in the Omaha, Lincoln, Council Bluffs area, they cover chiropractic care more than just the spinal manipulation. So they would cover x-rays, they would cover traction, they would cover maybe massage, depending on what the diagnosis is and the treatment. And each plan is different, so you'd have to look at the evidence of coverage, which specifies what's covered and how it's covered, and look at each of those plans. And for people that chiropractic care is really important, then the Medicare Advantage plans definitely would offer you something more than on regular Medicare. Now, of course, you simply can go and pay cash for the treatment yourself, but a lot of people, of course, would like to have it covered by Medicare. If you have questions about those plans, especially here in the Omaha area, certainly give us a call at Omaha Insurance Solutions, 402-614-3389. Love to help you and show you all the benefits that are available to you through your Medicare.